That's right, Jeff. Kathy Sweeney just power walked out here. She was just released from the death chamber where she was a witness for the state. Now, Kathy, what did you see in there?
All right, well, I can tell you that we were all taken out of the room that we were being kept in at about 6:05. And honestly, when that 6 o'clock hour came, several people turned to each other and said, is this going to happen now or not? Because there have been delays in his case. But at about 6:05, we were all taken into a viewing room. It was a very dark room. We sat in 2 rows of chairs. There were about 7 of us witnesses. They opened the curtain, and there we saw Russell Bucklew lying on a gurney with a white sheet up to his chest. He had his head turned away from us at first, and then he turned his head, never looking over to us, but really more kind of straight ahead. He did that twice, and as we were all sitting there, you could see his feet twitching under the sheet, and then there was a sigh, and then that was it. There was no more movement. We sat for several minutes with that curtain open. The curtains were then all closed, and you could see that there was another set of witnesses across the room from us, also behind a curtain. All the curtains closed. We sat in darkness for what felt like several minutes. The curtains were opened back up again. Bucklew remained on that gurney in that same position we had last seen him, and then the announcement was made that his time of death was at 6:23. I can tell you that we didn't see anything other than those 2 head movements, the twitching of his feet, and then kind of that sigh. There was no, there were no complications, for lack of a better word, given his medical condition that has been very well publicized. Nothing out of the ordinary. In fact, Morley Swingle, who was the Cape Girardeau County prosecuting attorney, turned to me after it was over and said that was a very peaceful death, much different from the death that Bucklew administered to Michael Sanders back in 1996. So it was a very solemn proceeding, but it went as I would assume as was expected.
Okay, thank you, Kathy. Again, our coverage is going to continue online on KFES12.com and also on our Facebook page. We're going to be doing a live interview in just a moment, so please join us there, and we'll see you later for Heartland News at 10.